Hi, thanks for joining. My name is Hannah. I'm part of the Client Service Department. Today we'll be going over standing order templates on our online ordering system, eFooUSA. I just wanted to let you guys know that you are muted. However, if you do have questions, you can ask them to me directly. There should be an option on your screen to ask questions, and throughout the webinar, I'll take time to address them. The standing order template will allow you to set up an order with specific quantities and products that can be used as a template to start an order. This does not automatically order. You will still have to manually submit an order every time you need one. Some of the benefits to this feature on eFooUSA is that it'll save time when ordering. The template will help you remember items that you order frequently. For example, if you order 5 cases of milk on every order, you can have the template set up to have it already populated for you. So just a quick reminder, Google Chrome is the best for eFooUSA. However, eFooUSA is compatible with any browser. Today I will be using Google Chrome. So starting at the home page, I'm just going to go to our new online ordering system. Log in. So you'll see at the top of the screen there is a message. This is a way that we communicate with clients. For example, this message is just reminding everyone of the new ordering guidelines effective June 20th. So we're going to go as if we're placing a regular order. So on the left-hand side, you're going to go under Place Order, then Continue, and this is the page that we are looking for. So you'll notice on the right-hand side where my mouse is, it says Add Standing Order. We're going to make sure that it says Yes. Once it's highlighted to Yes, we are going to click Continue. I'm going to give it a minute to load. I'm going to go back really quickly to make sure everything's set up correctly. Okay. Once the order guide is loaded, we're going to have to name the order guide. You can have multiple standing order templates. For example, if your center requires a separate PO for food and paper, you can have a template set up for food and a separate template set up for paper. You will still need to add the PO every time you place each of those orders, but this will give you a place to start. So I'm going to name this template Webinar. So creating a standing order template is just like placing an order. The quantity and items that you will enter are the starting quantity when you actually go and place the order. So I'm just going to enter a couple random items. Okay. Once I have everything that I want on my standing order, I can click Continue either in the middle of the screen where my mouse is, or I can scroll all the way to the bottom and there is a Continue button there. You will still get the same speed bump page as if you're placing an order. These are not error messages. We just want to make sure your order is as accurate as possible. If everything is correct, you can click Continue, and this should bring you back to the order page. Your standing order template has been created and is now ready to start an order. If your center requires a PO, you can add it now. Please note that the PO will not automatically populate even when using a standing order template. When you're ready to place an order, double check that your delivery day is correct. To start an order with with an order template, add the standing order items to your order on the right-hand screen. We're going to want to make sure it says yes, and we're going to use the drop-down menu to select the one that we want. For this example, I'm using the webinar one, so that's selected, and I'll click continue when I'm ready. You'll notice that all of our standing order items are listed at the top of the order, and they're also highlighted in yellow. That way, when I'm going through the order guide, if the item is highlighted, I know it's on the standing order. You can change quantities. For example, if you do not need an item that's on a standing order, let's say I don't need the hummus, I can just delete the quantity, and that'll take it off the order. Or if I need more than what's on my standing order template, I can change the quantity as needed. For an example, I am going to add an item that's already on my standing order. On my standing order, I added one vanilla yogurt, and I'm going to also add one through my order guide. Once your order is complete, you can click continue either in the center of the screen or at the bottom. This is the next speed bump page. This page is just to draw your attention to if you ordered anything that's a special order item, any split cases, also known as eaches, or anything greater than the quantity of 10. These are not error messages. We just want to make sure your order is as accurate as possible. If everything is correct, you can click yes, continue. This page will show your recap of the order. If you need to add a PO, you can add it here as well. Now we're going to notice that the yogurts, it now says that I'm ordering 2 yogurts. It combined the quantities that was on my standing order and the quantity that I entered on my order guide when I was placing the order. If everything is correct, you can click Submit Order and then Done. You can modify an existing standing order template if you need it. What you would do is go to the Place Order screen, go under Add Standing Order Items. We're going to click Modify Existing or Set up a new standing order. We're going to make sure that we have the standing order that we want to edit highlighted, and we're going to click Continue. Give it a minute to load, and once it's completely loaded, you'll have the opportunity to change quantities as needed, or add items or take away items as well. Once everything is correct, you can click Continue, either in the center of the screen or the bottom of the screen under Manual Item Entry. If you wanted to delete a standing order template, it's a very similar process. What you would go to is this page. We're going to go to Modify, select the standing order template that we want to delete, click Continue and give it a minute to load. If you scroll all the way to the bottom under the Continue button, you'll see a button that says Delete this standing order. Click that, and the next page should say, do you really want to delete this standing order? Yes, delete. Once the standing order template is successfully deleted, it should bring you back up to the order setup page. And that is the basics for the standing order template. If you have any questions, Okay, if you guys missed anything, I'll be sending out the recording to all attendees. Thank you for joining us, and if you have any questions, please contact the Client Services Department. Thank you.